Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I'm going to be telling you about my top 5 comic spec picks for New Comic Book Day, December 22nd, 2021. You know what? You know what to do, all the good YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Let's just get right into it, and without further ado, let's get started. And in at number 5, we have Robin's number 2. And this is my number 5 spec pick because I'm not quite sure exactly how well it is going to do on the secondary market, as DC doesn't really show to be as consistently successful on the secondary market as even independents. But this one does have the first full appearance of a Robin who's a female, and she actually in number 1, she was in number 1, was her cameo, and she claims that she was sort of the first Robin, the first of Batman's sidekicks, if you will. So there's not much else other to say about that one, and let's just move right along to number 4. And that is going to be Venom, number 3. And this one, Dylan is starting to realize that the symbiote is actually a bloodthirsty alien, dangerous and violent, and it is not a harmless pet. But the spec news behind this is it's a first appearance of Carson. Now, we don't exactly know what, or I don't know what Carson is, but that's just what the spec is said to be. So there you go. And that's why it's number 4. And honestly, it would have been number 5, except for Robin's number 2 was DC, and I feel like that's sort of a alternate universe. I don't think that's sort of going to be DC canon, really. Whereas Venom, this will probably be canon. Number 3, this is where we start getting spec that I think could do well in the secondary market. And it really could be top 3, but those are good. The Robins and the Venom are good enough to at least mention. But here we have Justice League Incarnate, number 2. And the reason that this one is on my spec radar is because this is the first appearance of the Batwoman Who Laughs. But she is from an alternate dimension, so but the Batman Who Laughs and that Teen Titans 12 or something that has the original, the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs, has always been a very popular book, always done well in the secondary market. And so I think the Batwoman Who Laughs could also do well on the secondary market, and I think it is at least worth $4.99, even if just for the read, because it actually sounds pretty good. As Darkseid's quest leaves a bloody trail across the universe. Anything Darkseid is awesome, right? However, they must enlist the aid of Super Demon and his League of Shadows, and I just think that is a great what's his name? Etrigan, I believe. Isn't that his name? Etrigan? I just watched Justice League Apocalypse like 2 or 3 months ago, and I think that was his name, and he was in it. And so, and I don't know why he has the S. I mean, is he like a mix of Superman and Etrigan? Is he just Etrigan? I don't know. But anyways, I think that it's really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I just liked his attitude. I don't know if that's his normal. I honestly don't know him very well in the comics, but in that movie, his attitude was awesome. Um, and spoilers for something that's been out for a long time. Um, his death is super, just like, yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't like honorable. It wasn't like all these other adjectives you'd normally um, attribute to a death. It's its own. It's like almost badass kind of, but I don't know how else to explain it. You'll just have to see it. All right, so moving on to number 2, we have Avengers Forever, and this was actually in, I don't know what number it was, but I know it was on my top FOC spec picks because it has the Avengers of the Multiverse. I did see some speculation news out there that it is based off of the What If show from Disney Plus. So if that's the case, we could see some of these storylines play out in the second season of What If, which we know for sure we are getting. And since that's tied into What If, which is tied into the MCU, that's what gives this a number 2. This would have been number 1 except for the cover, which is in my thumbnail. The incentive cover for this right here, Marvel Action Avengers number 1. Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, she's basically becoming an Avenger. But so it's the first time she's mentioned, or she's joining the Avengers. It's a Marvel Action Avengers number 1, so it's a key. And this 1 in 10 variant, I cannot find it anywhere. I'm really hoping my comic book store lets me get it. They usually price it based off of sold listings. There's one listing on eBay for $350. There are 2 sold listings for $25. I hope that my store, if they will sell it to me for $25, I will gladly buy it for $25 and sit on this until Riri shows up, and I guarantee you this is gonna pop. So, here's the cover A. I would pick up one of these as well, because we all know it's the only other cover. So if you can't get the 1 in 10, you can at least get something like this, and maybe see how that does on the secondary market. If this is the one, if I were to buy multiple covers of one, I would buy multiple covers of this, and maybe not get. I don't know. I would at least get one of Justice League Incarnate because of the Batwoman Who Laughs, one of the Avengers Forever, and then multiple of this. Maybe multiple of the others as well. I'll probably see if I can get 2 of each, and then hopefully the 1 in 10. But we will see. I already have. Here, actually, I'll wait till I'm on the next screen. So, give me 1 sec. That's my number 1 pick. Okay, so here we are on leagueofcomicgeeks.com for December 22nd, 2021. So I'm seeing Venom 3, Nightwing 87. See, 82 is coming out this week. 87 is supposed to be the one that's the one long one. Let me see. Yeah, One Dark Knight. This actually is one that I'm looking to read. That's the one that's kind of supposed to be how Bruce Wayne goes from being like a distraught kid to becoming the vigilante. Gunslinger Spawn's actually supposed to be a pretty big one as well. It's supposed to have a first appearance or the origin of an antagonist in there. I'm not super familiar with the Gunslinger Gunslinger lore, let alone Spawn. House of Slaughter number 3, but it's not a spec. Let me see what else we have. just seeing if there's anything from any of my lists that are on here, and I am not seeing anything right now. Porcelain, Odin's Eye. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is really all the comics that are coming out, because it doesn't seem like a lot, and I don't know, that doesn't match up with, I mean, who knows what's going on right now with all these. Let's see, next week. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Alright, anyways, yeah, see, Thomas #1 is saying it's coming out next week. But that, I think, was on the same FOC list as the Robin one. Robin's #2, which is supposed to come out this week. So, no, that's a different one. Anyway, that might have been the one even before. So, who knows when these books are going to be coming out. Alright, well, now that we took a look at that, yeah. Anyways, thanks for checking out this video. I'll stop rambling now, and let me know, what do you guys think about all this mix-up with the delays and all that kind of stuff? Is it frustrating you? It honestly isn't frustrating me. The only problem is anything longer than a month, and I kind of forget almost what was happening in the story. So, that's kind of the frustrating part. But other than that, it's not that big of a deal. It's more frustrating as far as making these videos. But that's not, I mean, obviously that's not a big part of my comic book reading and collecting experience. So it's, yeah, all in all, I wouldn't say it's that big of a deal. But let me know, is it really affecting you? I know some people are super anxious for some of these books to come out, and when they don't, I saw a comment on one of them that they have to wait, this was a comment was from December 7th, that they had to wait 2 more weeks for a book to come out that they were super excited, and I feel bad for people like that. So let me know in the comment section down below, do you gotta wait for these? Does that frustrate you to no end? Or is it just not that big a deal? Also, click that thumbs up to give this video a like, and subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book content like this. Click that notification bell to all so that you see them right when they come out, so that you can get a little bit extra time doing your own research so you can decide what is best for you. After all, it is your own money that you're putting into this. And I hope I just was able to bring things to your attention, and that you might want to look into and say, oh, I didn't know that was coming out, or whoa, because honestly I didn't know about that Riri Williams until literally tonight when I started doing the research for this video. So alright, well, I'll let you guys go. Thanks again for checking out this video, and until next time, bye.